loves, bonjour, mabuhay, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to do a 1-year update review and wear and tear of my Gucci Marmont belt. So if you're interested to know what will be my review and what will be my final thoughts about this item, just stay tuned. Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. And by the way, if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Roma and I make videos about my luxury journey. And if you're interested and want to join me on my luxury adventure, please consider subscribing to my channel and click the notification bell. That way you won't miss any of my videos. And for my returning subscribers, thank you for your support and for always tuning in. And also I have an Instagram account which is kleintjepetite, where I post from time to time my outfit of the day or just, coffee of the moment and some pictures of where I was or where I went, and sometimes also the items that I have unboxed and reviewed in my YouTube channel. So go check it out, and if you haven't followed me yet, go click the follow button and I will love you to follow me there. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to talk about different things such as the specs of the belt and also the care instructions. And then I am going to give you my 1-year update review as well as a wear and tear. And then I'm going to talk about the pros and the cons of the belt. I'm also gonna share with you how I store it and how I wear it, and then I'll give you my final thoughts about the belt. Okay guys, so before I start my update review, I just want to let you know that I did an unboxing video of this item. I'm going to put the card just right there so you can check it out, and also a link in the description down below. And in that video, just showed how the item arrived and how it looks like when I have unboxed it. So go check it out. So I'm going to start this video with the specs of the Marmont belt. So this one is the double GG Marmont belt. This is a leather belt with double G buckle, and currently this has a retail price of 380 euros. Just to let you know, when I purchased this last year, it was around 370 euros. So there was a price increase, but not that much, around 10 euros. So this specific this specific belt is a slim leather belt with Gucci signature double G buckle. This one is in a smooth leather, and as you can see, this is a black leather with a brass hardware. And as you can see, like I've mentioned earlier, this is a double G buckle, and the width is 6 centimeters and the height is 5 centimeters. So this is how it looks like. So I'm just going to show you how it looks. So this specific belt that I have was the one that I have purchased on the women's section, and the size of this particular belt, I don't know if you will be able to see. I'm just going to, yeah, there you go. I hope it will focus. And this one is in size 75, and this one is in 3 centimeter width. So the width there, that is 3 centimeters, and the length is 75 centimeters. And this one is made in Italy. I don't know if you can see. Oh yeah, so everything is stamped actually there. So it's stamped Gucci made in Italy, and all the info concerning the belt and the size. So this belt is well, from the Gucci website. This belt is intended to be worn on the hips, but of course you have to refer to the size guide online, but can also be worn as a waist belt. So as a waist belt and as a hip belt. I'm going to try to put some mod shots if I can, and of course, like I've mentioned, the sizing will actually differ based on where the belt will be worn. Mine, I've purchased a size 75, so the 75 is from the beginning of the buckle here until the middle hole, because this one has 5 holes, and up to the middle hole, that is from the buckle here up to the middle hole, that is 75 centimeters. And of course, this specific belt exists in different sizes, different colors, different leather, and also a different buckle. But of course, if it's in a different buckle, it will not be called the double GG Marmont belt anymore. But there you go. And concerning the care instructions, of course, the belt, you have to protect it from direct sunlight or heat or rain. And should it become wet, of course, you have to dry it with a soft cloth. And then when you store it, ideally store it in the provided flannel, which is this one. So this was still the old dust bag, which is in the silk, white silk cloth with a Gucci let's say textile sewn on the dust bag, and or you can put it in the box, which is actually just right there. The box is right there. But how I store it, I just store it on my drawer inside my dressing room. And of course, if it's if you want to clean it, just clean it with a soft and dry cloth. So that was the specs and the care instructions that you can actually find on the Gucci website. So now I'm gonna do the 1-year update review and also wear and tear of the belt. So concerning the, well, on my 1-year update review, it will mainly be, I think, the wear and tear, and then afterwards the pros and cons. So as for the wear and tear, for what I can see, I think I only have 2 wears, but not that significant. So the first wear that immediately pops when I check it out is around at the back of the belt, on the leather part. I don't know if you will be able to see, I hope so. So yeah, so as you can see here, that part, so this part of the leather, it's actually at the back of the belt. So when I'm just going to show you, so for example, I'm wearing it like so. So this is the front, so that's the front. So when I put it on the side, so this is the front and this is the back. So this will be at the back part of my body. And since, you know, we're moving and sitting, walking and such, that is the part of my body that will have a lot of movement. So that's why it's actually not in that part that you can really see the wear on the leather, but which is not that, you know, big of a wear, because I'm going to tell you later why I managed to keep it in its shape and not having a lot of wear. And then the second wear that I just, you know, I can see, but it's not really that substantial, is on the hole in here. But as I mentioned, not that visible, and it's in the middle, so it's slightly more used than the other holes because I use it mainly. So the punch here of the buckle, I always put it in the middle because I tend to wear this belt as a waist belt. So I wear it when I am wearing some dresses or around my coat, around my jacket. So that is the main purpose of this specific belt, and that's why I opted for a size 75, but of course I can also use it as a, you know, a hip belt. And if I want to use it as a hip belt, I put the buckle on the last hole here, and that way I can use it as a hip belt. And if I do that, it becomes a size 80. So yeah, so those were actually the two wears that I can see after using the belt for 1 year. So the, you know, let's say a subtle wear on the middle hole, and then the wear of the leather at the back. So yeah, that is the only wear that I can see, but no tear at all. In connection to the wear that I have mentioned at the back of the belt, I managed to lessen the wear by the way I store the belt. So how do I store the belt? I actually do it like so. So once I take it off, I turn it like so, and then I store it like that and put it on the drawer in my dressing room. So it's like that, and by doing so, it keeps its shape. And since I store it in my drawer, there aren't any direct sunlight, so it helps maintaining the shape of the belt. So that is the way that I store it. Put it in this form and put it in the drawer. And then, like I've mentioned earlier, how I wear it. So I usually wear this belt as a high waist belt. So when I wear this, when I put the buckle on the middle hole, I tend to put, normally a lot of people put the belt, the leather part, on the front and then put it like so. You can see that? So normally it's like that. But what I do is I normally just put the buckle on the hole, and then this leather part here, I tend to put it inside like that, and it stays input. So in general, it's always inside. The leather part here, the tongue always stays inside. So yeah, I wear it like that. If I can do some mod shots, I'm going to show them to you how I wear it as a waist belt and also as a hip belt. And lastly, the pros and the cons of the belt. So we're gonna start off with the pros, I think. So the first pro will be, of course, the color of the belt. So this is a black belt. It means that it really goes well with any outfits that I have, any color as well. So that is the main pro of the belt. And then the second pro will be the buckle. Since, as you can see in here, this one is the brass one. So this is not the shiny gold hardware. So it means that concerning scratches, of course, it's possible that there will be some scratches, but it's not visible since it's not a shiny buckle. So even though there will be some scratches, I will not be able to tell or see if it's a new scratch. I don't know if you understand what I mean, but yeah, that is really the main pro of this belt also. That's why I specifically chose this buckle for that specific reason. And then the third pro will be the versatility, because I can wear it as a waist belt as well as a hip belt. But of course, that will depend on the size that you choose. So yeah, that is the third pro. And then the fourth pro is the fact that I have opted for this width size. So this one is the 3 centimeters. I think you do have a larger one and then a thinner one. The thinner one is very nice because it's really dainty, but to be honest, this was my first luxury belt and I wanted something, you know, even though I wear something that's not a luxury brand clothes, by just putting this belt, it adds up and it, you know, it uplift the outfit. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, so that's why I opted for this size, because the main idea was I wanted to use it as a waist belt and as a hip belt, and this is the perfect width size for that. The small one is also, like I mentioned, daintier, but at that time when I purchased this last year, I really wanted something that also very statement, because with the slimmer size of the width, of course the buckle will be a lot smaller. And then the big one, that one was too big, that was too in your face, so that's why I didn't want that. So I just wanted to find something that's just right in the middle, and this one is the one that suits me quite well. So those were the pros. And the cons will be, I think I only have one con, to be honest, and the only con that I have is the fact that a lot of people has this belt. That could be a con, and that has also in a certain way has been a pro for me. That's why I have purchased this last year, because I saw this quite a lot, and due to that I wanted to have one. But at the same time, it's a con because a lot of people has this, so it's almost like we were all in uniform because we're all wearing the same. So, but now I think it become less and less, because this one was really the hype, I think 5 years ago. I know I'm quite late on the train, but still, if I like something, even though it's out of trend, I don't care. The most important is that I appreciate the item and I use it, which is the case. So yeah, that is the only con, if I have to find a con, you know. But other than that, it is really something that I think wears well. And after using it for a year, I'm quite satisfied of how it has turned up. And I think that it's also because how I care for it and how I store it helps maintain the item. So just to give you my final thoughts, in short, I am very happy to have purchased this item, even though there isn't that big of a price increase. Like I've mentioned, when I purchased it, it was 370 euros, and this time right now it's 380, so it wasn't that big of a price increase, which I think good for those of you who are in the fence of purchasing this, because maybe you're just afraid that, yeah, it's something that's out of trend. But I think it's not anymore a trendy belt, because it's classic, you know. So yeah. And then as for the wear and tear, I think it has held up quite well. And the most important thing is you have to store it correctly so you can maintain the shape of it. And yeah, that was my final thoughts. And I am really happy that I have this in my collection, and I'm not thinking about getting rid of it at all. So there you go, guys. That was my 1 year update review with some wear and tear of my Gucci Marmont belt. I hope that this video has helped some of you out there who are still on the fence of purchasing this specific belt. And also for those of you who have enjoyed this video or has entertained you guys, please consider giving this video a big thumbs up because it will really help my video as well as my channel. And also, like I've mentioned at the beginning of the video, for those of you who are enjoying my videos, my video contents and such in this channel but haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing and also clicking the notification bell so you won't miss any of my videos. So until then, I hope that you all stay safe, and I also hope to see you on the next video. So take care. Bye.